What's up, everybody? Braden's Madden Gaming here, and today we are here with another game. Um, so we are here with another game. Let's get to the 10 seconds and see what two teams we get. If we get a team and then we get another team that has the same, we will start over again until it's a different team. Let's do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, the Dolphins. Okay, let's see if we can get a good team here. If we do, then I'm going to pick them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Ravens. Okay. All right, let's get started with this game. This is the second full Madden 25 game that I'm gonna release after the last one, which was the Bengals and the Panthers, which greatness got to a terrifying loss. My first ever loss in that game, 34-16. Don't make fun of me in the comments. It was a little bit close. I did try. I tried to make it like a. I wanted to make it like a game. I wanted to make it like a game that with like a real NFL game that are happening these days kind of right now. So I just wanted to do that, but I'm gonna try to win in this one. It's the Dolphins. The Dolphins are are a little bit easy to beat sometimes. It could, at least right now. So anyways, let's get started. Got everything on track. We got our two teams, so let's do this. All right, and then we're good. All right, here we go. Dolphins versus Ravens. Coming up right now.
And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. And it comes your way next on Madden Football. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Short throw to Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Trenton Simpson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Big yards there on the scramble and gets him a first down. Here's Tua. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa on the move to his left. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down. Toss right side, H.M. And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. In motion, Hill. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
It's just been all-out pressure on this drive. They've already sacked him a couple of times, and now here, he's just forced to chuck this one away.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they have 3 first downs and 3 points. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. The folks will try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do. It gives them a chance to lift and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. In motion, Hill. They'll run H.M. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with H.M. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 2 are going to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go in. And he goes down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 2nd and 6. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with him. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory though if they're stopped. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Here's Jackson. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that? You like where we're going with that? How about that?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on the opposition.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Yeah, they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. You're trying to sit on a lead and play that way. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And the slot man goes in motion left. Play action. Now it's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Motion man is Barrios. Now H-An on 1st and 10. They'll get it across midfield down to the 49. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8. The tight end in motion right. Right back to Achane on second down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. From midfield, here's Tua. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep is Steven Sims. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Play action. It's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. In motion left, Bateman. They go play action with Jackson. He's got him in, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he fins it off. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. That's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's got to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Trap those some air under it and hope you connect downfield. Not playing. They were unsuccessful.
And you'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he's able to get this one out close. Across the 45. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Throw caught by Achane. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Running left, Achane. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jake Bailey on down to punt here on 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Ravens, they'll take over. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Jackson. They'll get this to Flowers, left side.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing it into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
That's going deep for Bateman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they try to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it lines up incomplete.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So if you like field goals, this is your game. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
The quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll run through with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. In motion, Aguilar. Throwing is Jackson. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they sort of thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Draw play. This is Henry. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Don't forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. A lot of times that was one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there is the right call.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Open man is Waddle complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. On the toss, here's H.M. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Motion man is Berrios. On 1st down, back to H.M. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now 2nd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 of the 4. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Achan. He is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So this will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua now, 3rd and goal. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sanders' kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense had Derrick Henry. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now Jackson. Down into the hands of Flowers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They go play action now. Jackson. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Looking for Bateman. He's got it complete. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore 1st. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 14 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Tua. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. runs straight ahead with Achane. And he's got some space here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Waddle, the motion man right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Achane. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now Tua on the bootleg here. They shakes him, and now he's swallowed up and taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Achane. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start with a give to Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. First down carry for Henry. He'll get this down to the 38. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Off the option, here's Henry. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. They'll likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Henry. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. punch him in with Henry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Here's Henry. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others. This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The drive here treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who had a halftime and now is leaving here. Know that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.